Davante Adams was the top wide receiver last year for the Green Bay Packers. He's quickly established himself as one of the best wideouts in the league. Last year with Aaron Rodgers, Adams had over 1,300 yards. But back in the 2014 NFL Draft, Adams didn't get taken until the 53rd pick. He was the 8th wideout off the board, and here's how those 8 players' career has gone so far. If you plan on going to any events coming up, make sure you use SeatGeek to purchase your tickets. SeatGeek makes ticket buying easy by giving you a 1 to 10 score and even gives you a view of your seat.
You can use our code JDP at checkout to get $20 off your first purchase. Again, make sure to use SeatGeek when buying tickets and use code JDP at checkout for $20 off your first purchase. Let's get right back to the video.
Before we dive into the players drafted before Adams, let's look at how Adams has gotten to where he is today. Davante Adams redshirted his true freshman year at Fresno State. In his second year, he had 1,312 yards and 14 touchdowns. After a great season, he followed it up with 1,718 yards and 24 touchdowns. He set a school record for touchdowns in his career despite playing in just 2 seasons, and decided to forego his final 2 years of eligibility to enter the draft. Adams has consistently improved over time and has 4,197 yards and 39 touchdowns so far in his career for the Packers. He has stayed healthy over his career and had his first 1,000-yard season last year with 1,386 yards and 13 touchdowns. With the 4th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills selected Sammy Watkins from Clemson. Watkins excelled at Clemson and forewent his senior season after a 1,464-yard and 12-touchdown junior season. He played all 16 games as a rookie, finishing with 982 yards and 6 touchdowns. But that would be the only time in his career so far that he's played in all 16 games. The next year, he had over 1,000 yards, but he hasn't had over 600 in a season since. He missed 8 games in 2016 and 6 in 2018. The Bills traded him to the Rams before the 2017 season, where he underperformed in all 15 games. He signed with the Chiefs and struggled to stay healthy last year. He has been able to perform when on the field, but hasn't shown to be a top wideout and just can't stay healthy. There are multiple wideouts selected after who have gone on to have much better careers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected Texas A&M's Mike Evans with the 7th pick in the draft. In Evans' sophomore redshirt season, he broke the school's record with 1,394 yards and added 12 touchdowns. Evans has been a great addition for the Buccaneers, is a top wideout in the league, and has made 2 Pro Bowls. He has never missed more than a single game in a season and has over 1,000 yards in every season of his career. Evans can be a bit underrated at times due to his poor quarterback play and his team consistently underperforming. Evans is a monster and could potentially be even better if put alongside a good quarterback. Even in his rookie year and in 2018, he had over 1,000 yards playing in only 12 games. He has made 3 Pro Bowls and is a generational talent when he's on the field. He's a top wideout in the league and was traded to the Browns this offseason. Beckham was the right choice for the Giants, but not for Beckham necessarily. He could be even better next year with Baker Mayfield and a dynamic offense in Cleveland. The 20th pick in the draft belonged to the New Orleans Saints, who selected Brandin Cooks out of Oregon State. Cooks broke the Pac-12 record with 1,730 yards in his junior year and had 16 touchdowns before declaring for the draft. He played well in his rookie year before breaking his thumb in Week 11. Since, he's dominated the league and has over 1,000 yards in every season. The Saints traded Cooks to the Patriots in 2017 for a first-round pick and other picks. The next year, he was traded for a first-round pick again when the Patriots shipped him off to the Rams. Cooks has been a monster, but it is worth questioning why he's bounced around already so much in his career. He's also benefited from playing on really good teams. Cooks is a beast, but it's all worth questioning. With the 28th pick, the Carolina Panthers selected Kelvin Benjamin out of Florida State. As a redshirt sophomore, Benjamin had 1,011 yards and 15 touchdowns. He forewent his 2 years of eligibility to declare for the draft. Benjamin showed flashes in his rookie year with 1,008 yards and 9 touchdowns and was expected to be a great player in the league. Before the 2015 season, he tore his ACL and missed the entire season. He bounced back the next year, narrowly missing out on 1,000 yards. He then played 8 games in 2017 with the Panthers before getting shipped off to the Bills for picks. He played 12 games for the Bills in 2018 before getting released. He signed with the Chiefs soon after, but had just 2 catches in 3 games. Benjamin showed a lot of promise in his rookie year and beyond, but has seemed to have lost his step. Hopefully he can find a way to rebound, but he certainly hasn't lived up to be a first-round pick. 39th overall in the second round, the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Marquise Lee from USC. Lee had over 3,655 yards and 29 touchdowns in his 3 years at USC. Lee missed 9 games in his first 2 years with the Jags, and his production just wasn't there. But he played in all 16 in 2016 with 851 yards and 3 touchdowns. He missed just 2 in 2017 and finished with 702 yards and 3 touchdowns. Lee is not a top-tier wideout, but he can get the job done if you need him to. He underwent knee surgery after an injury in the 2018 preseason that cost him the year. Lee is not a great wide receiver, but he's definitely solid at times. He should definitely be on a roster, but he's more of a third wide receiver or just for depth. The Philadelphia Eagles selected Jordan Matthews out of Vanderbilt with the 42nd pick in the second round. Matthews had 1,477 yards and 7 touchdowns as a senior. His 3,759 yards in his career is an SEC record, and his 24 career touchdowns are a school record. Matthews had a productive first 2 years as an Eagle. He had 8 touchdowns in both years and had 872 yards in his rookie year and 997 yards the following. In 2016, he had 803 yards and 3 touchdowns, a down year. Matthews has continued to decline and had just 282 yards and a touchdown in 2017 after being traded to the Bills. He signed with the Eagles for the 2018 season and had a pretty rough season. He recently signed with the 49ers. He had a few solid years, but he's never been a top wide receiver. However, he can contribute on a team and should be solid for years to come. The final wide receiver taken before Adams was Colorado's Paul Richardson, who went 45th in the second round of the Seattle Seahawks. As a senior at Colorado, Richardson had 1,343 yards and 10 touchdowns. Richardson has shown some really good flashes, but he either hasn't hit the field due to the talent ahead of him or just because of injury. In his 5-year career, he has just 1,564 yards and 2 touchdowns. He signed with the Redskins ahead of the 2018 season and played great there before going down with an injury. Richardson has been a solid receiver at times, but isn't great and just can't stay healthy. He is likely to be Redskins' top receiver this year, but that should probably just tell you how weak they are at wideout. Adams was finally taken with the 53rd pick in the second round by the Packers. It is worth noting that there were 2 Pro Bowl wideouts selected after him as well, those being Allen Robinson and Jarvis Landry. Davante Adams has turned into a stud wide receiver for the Packers and is likely to continue to improve in the coming years. That being said, you do have to wonder if he would be as good if drafted by another team. He's gotten to play alongside Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Whether or not you think Rodgers is the reason for his success, it's clear he's a talented wide receiver who can have success on the field. Some of these teams got very capable wide receivers in the draft, but others just missed out on a second-round gem. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. My name is Jackson.
And my name is Darren, and this is J&D Productions. So if you don't already know what type of videos we basically make videos revolving around sports. We eventually want to work to make this our full-time job, and we're working really hard currently to make great content for you guys.
And if there's anything you can do to help us, please share this video. Tell your friends about it, tell your family about it. Make sure you go share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of those above.
All
just
media.
Go help us grow. We're just trying to grow this channel. We're trying to make better content, and we really appreciate it if you help get the word out about our channel.
And if you guys want to help us out any more than you already have by sharing and watching this video, please go ahead and click that link down in the description for Patreon. If you guys don't know what a Patreon is, it helps us make better content for you guys. And that is strictly what it's for. We don't want to take your money. We don't want to steal your money. We just want to make better content for you guys. We're 2 broke college students, and we're just trying to make this our full-time gig. So if you have the generosity in your hearts to help us out a little bit more, please click that link down in the description.
But again, if you don't have the money, don't worry about it. We don't have money either. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go share this video as much as you possibly can. Help us get our name out there. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.